Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Hope Logan turning her nose up, down, and sideways when Daphne Rose walks in the door on the CBS soap. Hope has no idea that this woman with the famous nose is a plant to ruin her relationship with Carter Walton. That is because Steffi Forrester keeps her ploy secret. But there's one thing the Forrester daughter didn't factor into her plan. This manipulative cohort looks out for herself first. Bold and the Beautiful gets a few chuckles out of fans each time Daphne Rose, Muriel Villar, enters a room. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, put their noses up and sniff the air in unison, much like hounds in a hunt for an elusive rabbit. So, before the visitor from France enters the room, you get a whiff of her first. But from what Hope and Carter say, it is an odor that puts you in a trance. But there's more to Daphne than just getting a whiff of her. Hope Logan idolizes the woman, and Daphne seems to eat that up. There is one thing we know about Daphne Rose while watching her on Bold and the Beautiful. We see that she is her own biggest fan. She believes she is special, and everyone around her reinforces this with constant praise. This week we saw her flirt with Carter. He became so flustered that he stuttered while trying to talk to her. But it is Hope Logan who seems to be an even bigger fan than Carter or even Steffi, for that matter. Daphne is partnered up with Forrester Creations. But before this, she secretly connived with Steffi for her ploy against Hope. But things may soon change. This woman with the noise for smell thinks she's a valued new member at FC this week on Bold and the Beautiful. And she is, for Hope Logan and Carter Walton. But for Steffi, that's not something she's too interested in. She was dead against FC expanding into other lines. So the so-called friend is nearly a means to the end of this takeover. So far on Bold and Beautiful, Hope Logan and Steffi agree on a few things regarding Daphne. They both see her as smart, beautiful, and a magician when conjuring up sense. While Hope wants her at Forrester Creations for her talent, Hope's rival uses her friendship with the visitor from France to break up Hope and Carter. So, despite going along with Steffi's plan, Daphne seems very invested in her fragrance being a big seller as part of a new line at FC. But if she gets wind of how the Forresters do not want to expand, Daphne may see her place there as temporary once the Forrester family regains control. So this smart, beautiful, and cunning young woman may turn the tables. She may see a better chance of success in the future in the hands of Hope Logan and Carter Walton. Hope Logan's genuine admiration of Daphne may change things for the lady with the mesmerizing scent. The Logan daughter's quirky demeanor around Daphne may seem endearing. So, if Daphne thinks Steffi might cancel their partnership once her family is back in control, Hope Logan could become her new best friend on the CBS soap. Hope Logan had always been the picture of elegance and composure in the Bold and the Beautiful. Her poised demeanor and unwavering moral compass set her apart in the whirlwind world of the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans. But recently, something had shifted. A peculiar spark had ignited within her. A series of odd behaviors that left those around her questioning whether she was spiraling or simply evolving. At first, it was subtle. She started humming to herself in moments of tension, seemingly lost in a tune only she could hear. Then, there were the conversations, one-sided discussions with herself that occasionally ended in laughter or an exaggerated sigh. And then came the doodling. At first, it was innocent, sketching elaborate floral designs on napkins during business meetings. But when Thomas Forrester found an entire notebook filled with dreamlike fashion designs that looked nothing like her usual work, he was intrigued. "Hope, where did these come from?" he asked, holding up the sketches. She blinked, then smiled as if she had just been caught sneaking candy before dinner. "I don't know, they just sort of appeared." This wasn't the Hope everyone knew. Hope had always been thoughtful and rational, never one to act on impulse. And yet, here she was, spontaneous, eccentric, unpredictable. Some whispered that her recent separation from Liam Spencer had finally cracked her polished exterior. Others thought it had something to do with her complicated relationship with Thomas. Had he awakened something in her she never knew existed? Brooke Logan was the first to express concern. "Sweetheart, I think you need to slow down," she gently suggested one afternoon when she found Hope rearranging all the furniture in her cabin at 3 a.m. "Mom, I'm just refreshing the energy," Hope beamed, spinning around in a circle. Hope, seemingly unbothered, continued placing crystals on the windowsill. It wasn't just the redecorating. She had taken up new hobbies overnight: pottery, painting, even fencing. She started wearing bold colors instead of her usual soft pastels. She experimented with spicy food when she had always preferred mild. The changes were exhilarating but baffling. Steffi Forrester wasn't buying it. "I don't think this is just some phase, Finn. Something is off with Hope." Finn, the ever-calm and reasonable doctor, considered the possibility. "Maybe she's just rediscovering herself." Steffi folded her arms. "Or maybe she's running from something." Then came the biggest shock of all. Hope quit Forrester Creations. "I need to do something different," she told Thomas, her eyes alight with a fire he had never seen before. "But hope for the future is your dream," he argued. She smiled wistfully. Maybe it was, but dreams change. With that, she packed up her office, leaving everyone in stunned silence. This was not the Hope Logan they knew. Just when everyone thought she had lost her way, Hope resurfaced, bigger and bolder than ever. Within weeks, she launched an independent fashion brand that took the industry by storm. Her designs were unconventional, avant-garde yet accessible, infused with the same whimsical energy she had been radiating lately. Critics called it revolutionary. Celebrities lined up to wear her pieces. Even Steffi had to admit, she might be onto something. Thomas, of course, was both heartbroken and captivated. "You left everything behind, and somehow you became even more you." Hope grinned. "Maybe I wasn't losing myself. Maybe I was finally finding me." What everyone had dismissed as odd behavior, her quirky shifts, spontaneous decisions, and newfound artistic spirit, turned out to be the very thing that saved her. Instead of spiraling, Hope had been reinventing. She had refused to let the expectations of others define her. In breaking free, she had created a future even brighter than the one she had left behind. So was Hope Logan losing herself, or had she simply found the courage to finally embrace who she was always meant to be? One thing was certain: this was only the beginning of a brand new era for the bold and the beautiful's most unpredictable dreamer.